Thank you for turning to page 121. Today we're going to jump into the monster manual again. You're saying, again? Yeah. And if you think I'm going to Spectre because I recently did Slug, boy, are you perceptive. I started reading the Spectre while I was filming that video and went, oh, I've got to do one on the Spectre. We're coming into the scariest time of year anyway, so why not? So I'm going to talk about the Spectre, in particular, some ways I'm playing him a little differently, how he's going to be impacting a game I'm running tonight. And this video will actually air after the game is run, so no spoilers for my players. So with the Spectre, they are rare, 1 to 6 appearing, AC 2, 7 plus 3 hit dice, 1 attack for 1 to 8 damage. They have energy drain, plus 1 or better weapon to hit, magic resistance see below, high intelligence, and they are lawful evil. Spectres are very powerful undead humans whose primary existence is on the negative material plane. Spectres haunt the most desolate of places, tombs and dungeons. They hate sunlight and living things. Daylight makes them powerless. Life makes them lament their unlife. A Spectre's chilling touch causes opponents 1 to 8 points of damage and drains 2 life energy levels from an opponent, the latter due to the negative force of the Spectre. Thus, an 11th level character, an 11 hit dice creature, struck by a Spectre would suffer 1 to 8 points of damage plus loss of 2 levels. They would lose the hit dice, the hit points, any bonus for constitution they got when they rolled it, etc. Such loss is permanent, but characters can regain lost levels through continued acquisition of experience points, of course. Certain magic might restore lost levels as well. Cleric Restoration spell is one of them. 7th level spell, though. Spectres are not affected by sleep, hold, charm, hold, or cold-based spells. Poison or paralyzation do not harm Spectres. Holy water causes Spectres to suffer 2 to 8 points of damage for every vial full which hits it. A Raise Dead spell will destroy a Spectre unless it makes a saving throw versus magic. Any human totally drained of life energy by a Spectre becomes a half-strength Spectre under the control of the Spectre which drained him. So, Spectres, just a step below vampires, in my opinion, as far as power and scariness and yike. I mean, we've got 7 plus 3 hit dice instead of 8 plus 3. We're draining 2 levels just like a vampire. We're doing 1 to 8 instead of 5 to 8. I mean, the similarities continue. Spectres are awesome. I have changed Spectres a little bit at my table. I don't have Spectres simply haunt things. Sometimes these lawful evil intelligent creatures that hate life have other plans. The game I'm going to be running tonight has a Spectre infiltrating the lowest levels of a city, specifically Crockport and Furiandi, and the Spectre is trying to essentially undermine the city. It's seeming that he's working to take over the Thieves Guild in the city, but actually what he wants to do ultimately is turn the entire city into Spectres. Kind of a similar premise, now that I'm thinking about it, to the D&D movie Honor Among Thieves. They're very similar to what the Red Wizards were trying to accomplish, but oh well, I'm complimenting them by copying them. Yeah, it's not that I'm doing something unoriginal. Yeah. I love Spectres. I play them that they can wear clothing, but if you actually see them, you can kind of see through them. They are spectral in that you can see them, but then you see through them. They're not invisible like the picture shows. You can see the stuff right through him. But I allow it that they could put on a cloak and a slouch hat a la the Shadow and go out and interact with people in the dark. Now, sunlight is their bane, just like vampires. Daylight makes them powerless, and then all the other stuff in the DMG, the gem of brightness and things like that that affect vampires would affect Spectres in the exact same way. So I'm liking Spectres. I'm pretty excited about this idea of having the Spectre take over. He's made a bunch of little smaller Spectres that are doing his bidding because they are half strength. Any human totally drained of life energy by a Spectre becomes a half-strength Spectre under the control of the Spectre which drained him, which is pretty cool. I don't allow the under Spectres, the one is overall, will not allow them to turn anybody else into Spectres, but only because he's forbidding it, not that they can't do it. So the lesser Spectres only drain 1 level per hit and stuff like that, not 2. They are half-strength after all. And I only give the lesser Spectres 4 plus 3 hit dice instead of 7 plus 3. So they're softer, they're easier to deal with. I make their armor class a 4 instead of a 2. I also let the Spectre that I'm going to be running in the game tonight. This is a game of about 8th to 12th level group, thereabouts, more like 10th level. So this Spectre is also going to be wearing at least a ring of protection, possibly a cloak. I thought about giving him a cloak of displacement. That could be very interesting. I haven't decided on that yet. But I'm going to make him quite powerful. He is my big bad evil guy. I have, oddly enough, 2 clerics running in this game. But turning him is going to be of limited use. So, and neither one is high enough level to actually destroy him. So it should be interesting when they actually have to deal with the big bad evil guy, how they end up doing. Because they just turn him, he just gets away. So they got to try to find a way to kind of pin this guy down. I do allow Spectres, by the way, to walk through walls and doors and stuff like that. But when they do, anything they're wearing stays behind. So that magic ring I was talking about, that magical cloak I might be giving him, if he walks through a wall, those both fall off and stay behind. And he just looks as he did when he died. So anyway, that's a quick look at Spectres. Just a creature I'm going to be using tonight in my game. And haha, guys, you'll already know this by the time this video airs. I'm filming this video on a regular game night, and it'll air about 4 or 5 days after I've run that game. So there you have it, Spectres. I'm going to be doing a couple other spooky, creepy things between now and Halloween. I realize I'm very early on this. It's still August, but I don't care. I had the idea to do this in the game. I'm going to go ahead and do it, and we'll see how it goes. If anybody's curious, maybe I'll do a follow-up as to how the game went. I'll only do that if I get comments asking about it. But that's all I've got today on page 121. Enjoy your Spectres at your table and have a lot of fun with them. I do. And that's it for today. I'll see you next time on page 121.